Well, good afternoon students. Welcome back to online maths class. So in the last class we have started with the exercise 5.2 and we have solved up to question number 4. So in today's class let us continue with the question number 5. So here the question is sin of ax plus b divided by cos of cx plus d. We have to find the derivative of the given function. So here we need to make use of the quotient rule. U by v the whole dash is equals to u dash v minus u b dash divided by v square. So let us go ahead with the solution. I will be taking this as y which is equals to sin of ax plus b divided by cos of cx plus d. So we know the formula u by v the whole dash. So here u by v the whole dash which is equals to u dash v minus u v dash divided by v square. So now we will have to take the derivative of the numerator by making use of the chain rule. What is the derivative of sin of ax plus b? So dy by dx, I am differentiating both the sides with respect to x. Derivative of the numerator will be cos of ax plus b. Derivative of sin of ax plus b will be cos of ax plus b into derivative of the inside function. Derivative of ax plus b will be a. So this is u dash into v. So we will have to write the denominator as it is cos of cx plus d, cos of cx plus d, u dash v minus u. That means we will have to write the numerator as it is sin of ax plus b. Sin of ax plus b as it is. Now take the derivative of the denominator. Derivative of cos of cx plus d will be minus sin of cx plus d into derivative of this inside function. We are treating this as x and differentiating. Derivative of cos x will be minus sin x. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಅಂದರೆ cx plus d ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So take the derivative of cx plus d, it will be c into c, then whole divided by v square, that is the denominator, the square. So cos square cx plus d. So rearrange the terms now. dy by dx, this is equals to, so I will write a in the beginning, a into cos of ax plus b into cos of cx plus d, then minus into minus it becomes plus. I write this c in the beginning, c, then write these two terms into sin of ax plus b into sin of cx plus d divided by v square. So divided by cos square cx plus d. So this is the required answer for the question number 5. Note down this, then I will be going for question number 6. Well, for the question number 6, we will have to make use of the product rule or the Leibniz rule. So question number 6, I will take it as y which is equals to cos of x cube into sin square x to the power 5 into sin square x to the power 5. So here we have to make use of the product rule. uv the whole dash which is equals to u dash v plus uv dash. So differentiating both the sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx which is equals to, now we have to take the derivative of the first function. Derivative of cos of x cube, we have to again differentiate by chain rule. So whatever is there inside the bracket, consider that term as x now. Cos x will be minus sin x. X means x cube. Then into differentiation of the inside function. What is the derivative of x cube? It will be 3x square. into 3x square. This is u dash, derivative of the first function, into v. Write the second function as it is. Sine square x to the power 5 as it is. So u dash v plus u v dash plus u. U means we have to write the cos of x cube as it is. Now we will have to take the derivative of sine square x to the power 5. Sine square x to the power 5 ಅನ್ನೇ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೋದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Sine of x to the power 5 the whole square ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Sine square x to the power 5 can be written as sine of x to the x raised to 5 the whole square. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಟರ್ಮನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ ನಾವು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಬೈ ಚೈನ್ ರೂಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪವರ್ ಎನ್. What is the derivative of x to the power n? N into x to the power n minus 1. So n means 2 here. N into x to the power, x means sine of x to the power 5. Sine of x to the power 5 to the power n into x to the power n minus 1. 2 minus 1 ಅಂದರೆ 1 ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿರಲ್ಲ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. So now derivative of this inside function, because we are treating this as x and differentiated, now we have to differentiate the inside function once again. Derivative of sine of x to the power 5 will be cos of x to the power 5, and then derivative of x to the power 5 will be 5 into x to the power 4. Function inside a function ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಬರಬೇಕು. So now derivative of x to the power 5 will be 5 into x to the power 4. Then simplify this further now. dy by dx, which is equals to, so I write 3x square in the beginning, minus 3x square minus 3x square, then into sine of x cube into sine square x to the power 5, then plus 2 into 5, it is 10. We get 10 into x to the power 4. 10 into x to the power 4. Then cos of x cube. Then sine of x to the power 5. Sine of x to the power 5 into cos of x to the power 5. So I'll write this positive term in the beginning, and then we can write the negative term. So that is your NCERT answer. So dy by dx, this is equals to, write the positive term in the beginning, 10 into x to the power 4, and then cos of x cube, then sine of x to the power 5, then into cos of x to the power 5, then minus, I will be writing this particular term, then minus 3x square, then minus 3x square sine of x cube into sine square x to the power 5 into sine square x to the power 5. So this is the required answer for the question number 6. Note down this, and then we'll move on to question number 7. Well, let us solve the question number 7. So I'll take it as y which is equals to 2 times square root of cot of x square. Differentiating both the sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx. This is equals to, so constant I will be writing as it is. Now whatever is there in the bracket square root, we have to consider that as x. Andre yav form daga nodri ಈಗ root x. d by dx of root x will be 1 divided by 2 root x. d by dx of root x ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 by 2 root x. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಈಗ ನಾವು. ಸೊ 1 divided by 2 root x ಅಂದರೆ cot of x square ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Derivative, so 2 I have written as it is, then this is in the form of root x. Derivative of root x will be 1 by 2 root x, ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಟರ್ಮ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ ಚೈನ್ ರೂಲಿಂದ. ಇಂಟು ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ into d by dx of cot of x square. Let us proceed. 2 get cancels here. dy by dx, this is equals to, now 1 divided by square root of cot of x square, then derivative of cot of x square. So again ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನು. ಕಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್? ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೋಸಿಕೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕೋಸಿಕೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ಅದಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಸೊ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 2x. Derivative of x square will be 2x. I'll write the final answer now. dy by dx, this is equals to minus 2x in the beginning, minus 2x into cosecant square x square divided by square root of cot of x square. So this is the required answer now. So in your NCERT they have simplified this further so that you get a different answer for 1 mark. So this is going to be enough. So note down this and then I will be going for question number 8. Well, question number 8. So mark this as important for 1 mark. Y which is equals to cos root x. Then differentiating both the sides with respect to x, we get dy by dx which is equals to derivative of cos root x. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬೈ ಚೈನ್ ರೂಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ರೂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಂಟು ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಡಿ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಡಿ ವೈ ಬೈ ಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ರೂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ Now d by dx of root x means it is 1 by 2 root x. 1 divided by 2 times root x. The final answer will be dy by dx which is equals to minus sin root x divided by 2 times root x. So this is the final answer for the question number 8. Note down this and then we'll move on to question number 9 and question number 10. ಹೌದ್ರೆ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ವೆಲ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 9. Prove that the function f given by f of x equal to mod x minus 1 comma x belongs to R is not differentiable at x equal to 1. If a function is differentiable at any point, then the condition is left hand derivative must be equal to the right hand derivative. LHD must be equal to RHD in case if it is differentiable. So I'll write the given function. Here the given function is f of x equal to mod x minus 1, and he says it is not differentiable at x equal to 1. So now I'll go for LHD, left hand derivative. The definition says limit h tends to 0, f of x minus h minus f of x divided by minus h. So this is the definition of left hand derivative. Substitute the values now. What is x here? X is going to be 1. So I'll be replacing x by 1. LHD which is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of, in place of x I'll be writing 1 minus h minus f of 1 f of 1 divided by minus h, divided by minus h. Then LHD, that means left hand derivative. This is equals to limit h tends to 0. Then f of 1 minus h value we need to substitute. What is f of x? F of x is nothing but x minus 1. Now we need f of 1 minus h. F of 1 minus h means in place of x we have 1 minus h. Similarly, in the right hand side, replace x by 1 minus h, then this minus 1 must be written as it is. So this is f of 1 minus h. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ f of x ಅಂದ್ರೆ mod x minus 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇಕೀಗ f of 1 minus h ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಕು. ಇವೆರಡು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಜಾಗದಾಗ ಏನದ್ರಿ 1 minus h ಅದ. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ x ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ 1 minus h ಬರ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು 1 minus h ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬರ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ plus 1 minus 1 get cancels, we get mod minus h. mod minus h ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ h ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ತೊಗೋತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ನಾವು h ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ mod minus h is nothing but h minus f of 1. ಈಗ f of 1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕೀಗ. ಸೊ f of x ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಥರ ಐತಿ. f of 1 ಅಂದರೆ x ಜಾಗದಾಗ 1 ಬರಿಬೇಕೀಗ. 1 minus 1. So 1 minus 1 ಅಂದರೆ 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. f of 1 will be 0 divided by minus h. ಸೊ h minus 0 ಅಂದರೆ h ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ LHD which is equals to limit h tends to 0. So h by minus h. So h and h get cancels, we get minus 1. ಲಿಮಿಟ್ h ಟೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟು 0 minus 1. ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು minus 1. Now we will have to calculate right hand derivative. We will have to calculate right hand derivative. Let us go ahead with RHD. RHD will be limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Then this is equals to limit h tends to 0. Then f of what is the value of x now? It is 1 plus h. x value 1 ಯಾಕೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಎಟ್ x equal to 1 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Then minus f of 1 divided by h. So now substitute the values here. Limit h tends to 0. Limit h tends to 0. f of 1 plus h value ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. We need the value of f of 1 plus h. So similarly here they have given f of x. Now we need f of 1 plus h. That means replace x by 1 plus h. 1 plus h and then this minus 1 must be written as it is. So plus 1 minus 1 get cancels, we get modulus of h, that is nothing but h minus f of 1. So what is f of 1 now? It will be 0. Previously we have calculated f of 1 value, it will be 0. So 0 divided by h minus 0 it is h. Limit h tends to 0, this is right hand derivative, limit h tends to 0. So h by h, so both get cancels, we get 1. This is equals to limit h tends to 0. So we get 1. So limit of a constant is a constant. So this is equals to 1. So here left hand derivative is minus 1 whereas the right hand derivative is plus 1. This clearly indicates that the function is not differentiable at x equal to 1. In case if a function is differentiable at x equal to 1, we could have got the condition left hand derivative equal to right hand derivative. That conclusion we have to write here. Since LHD not equal to RHD, since LHD left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative, this implies the function is not differentiable. The function is not differentiable. The function is not differentiable at x is equals to 1. At x equal to 1. So this is all about question number 9. Well, the last question of the exercise 5.2, it is question number 10. Prove that the greatest integer function defined by f of x equal to greatest integer x, ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ x ಅಂದರೆ greatest integer x ಅಂತ ಓದಬೇಕದು. Where x greater than 0 and less than 3 is not differentiable at x equal to 1 and at x equal to 2. So they have given the function and we have to prove that it is not differentiable at x equal to 1 and at x equal to 2. I will be going for at x equal to 1 and you will have to do x equal to 2 case. So let us go ahead with the left hand derivative and the right hand derivative. The given function is f of x is equals to greatest integer x. F of x equal to greatest integer x. I will be going for the left hand derivative LHD at x equal to 1. I will write at x equal to 1, at x equal to 1, left hand derivative LHD, which is equals to, what is the formula? Limit h tends to 0, then f of x minus h minus f of x divided by minus h, divided by minus h, then left hand derivative, this is equals to limit h tends to 0. So now f of what is x? X is going to be 1 now. So it is 1 minus h and minus f of x, that will be f of 1 divided by minus h, divided by minus h. Then left hand derivative, which is equals to limit h tends to 0. Now we have to get the value of f of 1 minus h and f of 1. F of x means it is greatest integer x. This implies f of 1 minus h. So iveredu compare madri, f of x ಮತ್ತು f of 1 minus h. In place of x we have 1 minus h. Similarly, in the right hand side we have to replace x by 1 minus h. So this is equals to, we get greatest integer 1 minus h. So greatest integer 1 minus h. 1 minus h, h ಅಂದರೆ positive quantity ಇಲ್ಲಿ. 1 minus h ಅಂದರೆ 1 minus some positive number will be less than 1, less than 1, approximately 0.8, approximately 0.8, something like that, or 0.9. What is the greatest integer of 0.8? We have to round it off to the lesser integer. So lesser integer, greatest integer 0.8 means it has to be 0. Even if it is greatest integer 0.99, we have to round it off to 0. So that is the significance of greatest integer function. So overall f of 1 minus h value, it is 0. That we have to substitute 0, then minus f of 1. We need f of 1 now. That means greatest integer 1, it will be 1 divided by minus h. So what do we have now? Left hand derivative, which is equals to limit h tends to 0. So 0 minus 1, it will be minus 1, minus 1 by minus h, minus and minus get cancels, we get 1 divided by h, we get 1 by h. Now apply the limit, replace h by 0, 1 by 0, it will be infinity. So here the left hand derivative is infinity. It is infinity. So let us proceed with the right hand derivative. So RHD, right hand derivative, which is equals to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now RHD, right hand derivative, this is equals to limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h, x value ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x is equals to 1. So replace x by 1 now. f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h, divided by h. So right hand derivative, this is equals to limit h tends to 0. So now we need to get the value of f of 1 plus h and f of 1. So let us find the value of f of 1 plus h. f of 1 plus h. So replace x by 1 plus h. 1 plus h, greatest integer 1 plus h. So h is some positive quantity. ಸೊ 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಹೆಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದೆನ್ 1 ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪ್ರಾಕ್ಸಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ನೀವು 1.1 1.2 1.3 ಈ ಥರ ತೊಗೋಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ 1.2 then how do you round it off? Greatest integer 1.2 means it is 1. It is 1. So here you will have to remember that greatest integer 1 minus h will be 0. Greatest integer 1 plus h will be 1. This is how you need to remember this. So what is the value of 1 plus h now? It will be 1. 1 then minus f of 1. Replace x by 1 now. Greatest integer 1. It is 1. 1 divided by h. So now simplify the numerator. Right hand derivative which is equals to limit h tends to 0, limit h tends to 0, 1 minus 1 it will be 0, 0 by h, 0 by h it is 0. So what is the overall answer now? It is 0. Right hand derivative it is 0. Now check the LHD and RHD. LHD it is infinity, whereas RHD it is 0. So in this case left hand derivative is not equal to the right hand derivative. This clearly shows that the function is not differentiable at x equal to 1. That conclusion we will have to write at the end. Therefore LHD is not equal to RHD. LHD is not equal to RHD at x equal to 1. At x equal to 1. Therefore, the function is not differentiable, or this implies the function is not differentiable. The function is not differentiable. Is not differentiable. So similarly, you will have to try for at x equal to 2. So with this, we have completed question number 10 as well as the exercise 5.2. So note down this and then we'll continue the remaining concept in the next class.